Alright, Tom. Time to head out, the boss man called out to me. Alright, I replied in an optimistic voice. I then turned off the stupid computer and got out of my damn chair and headed out to the cubicle. I walked out into the car parking lot and drove off to the bar. I didn't feel like going home to my bitchy wife just yet. When I made it to the bar. Ugh, I groaned while sitting on the stool. Give me the usual, I told the bartender. I never really learned his name. There was no talking between us except for the order of the okay between us. But he knew my face and I knew his. Hey, you. A voice called out from my right. Hey, you. The voice was from an old, worn-out type man. Hey, you. I turned right with another sigh. What, old man? I said in an almost hostile tone. There's a shadow in my house. A shadow! I swear, he said. Ugh, I let out. The bartender came back and gave me my beer. There you go, sir. And he left to occupy another customer. A shadow, my friend. A shadow of a human without a body, I swear. He kept talking with a god-awful voice. I'll show you what. If you want to see us, I will. I've been keeping track of its movements throughout the day. I outlined its shadow with chalk in my house many a times. It walks around, but I never see it move. It's only a different spot throughout the day, he added. I turned to him again. What do you want from me? I said in frustration. I want you to go to my house tomorrow. I'm scared, my friend, he said in a pleading voice. Why? I asked in confusion. The shadow, the movements. Please, tomorrow is the time. Go to this address. He wrote down the address on a piece of paper and handed it to me. The shadow, it is scaring me. I don't know what to do. I need your help, please. Finally said. Okay, give me the fucking paper. Then I took it. He then left after paying for my beer. And I eventually went home to a normal business tomorrow. The next day I was driving home and I wondered whether to go to my home or that old man's house. I couldn't go to the bar today because of shortage of money. I eventually realized I would rather get my dick chalked off by a chainsaw than to see my bitch of a wife. So I went to the old man's address. When I got there to the house, I knocked on the door. No one answered. After a while, I gave up and went home. The next day, I came by again. The door was already open. I went inside. There was papers all over the floor and writings and data and bits of leftover food. There was also chalk markings of human figures, shadow outlines. The next room was the same. Food, paper, chalk outlines. And then there was a staircase. I went up. There was one piece of paper and a shadow disembodied right next to it. The piece of paper on the floor said one word in big red capital letters. Run!